about the positioning of my camera yet. That's something I noticed. But let's get started and think about it afterwards. And hello to everybody. Ha! Joe, hi there. It's I'm quite amazed about your timing. Hey, Cog. Wow. Nice to see you, friends. So let's see. The cam would be only above the quest log. And I don't think you guys will miss the quest log too much. Perfect.
Still drunk. You.
Alright. Ah, I see. That's what you do. Just casually waiting with Twitch open. So happy to see you guys, so... What was the problem? It was a simple case of turning it off and on again. That was all. I just literally had to turn the game off and on, and that's the whole problem. So, anyways, I enjoyed my RimWorld yesterday, and today we will dive into madness. Yeah, IT 101, exactly. I watched IT Crowd, and everybody who didn't yet should definitely do it. So we're even playing Hardcore Veteran, so... Because if I'm going to suffer, I want to suffer like an animal. Hacking 101. Woo! Well, that would have been a really, really short tour here. Okay, padded breaches of fortitude. Nice. Every little thing helps. Yeah, that was too close for comfort. But level 1 is really amazingly difficult on Veteran. Like, that starting weapon is truly horrible. And those critters, they really hurt a ton, and you don't have any weapons to begin with, and yeah. I love it. Pants! Yeah. So, scrap metal saw blade. That's at least better than the shiv. I mean, these guys, they literally send me into the swamps against all these ethereals, undead, and whatnot, with a jailbreak self-made shiv. And then they expect me to save the world from that. Jeez. Well. At least those critters die quicker now. So, let's get started. I was looking forward to this so much. I have no clue yet where to go, and new 2-point hospital looks fancy. Oh, I haven't. Didn't go down that rabbit hole yet. Hi, Zamtus. Happy to have you. All right, so I take any build idea. You guys decide. I play everything. Okay. How about that? I really don't want to decide tonight, so... The first one, doing a proper decision, decides my class. Until then, I'll just keep slaying zombies. There you go, friends. So at least we're now with the tonic of mending. That's a good start. Yeah, well... There's these classes here to pick from, and every class can be basically played several ways, so we get to choose from plenty. Nightblade, okay. Zeus got the first, and I'd say we definitely should go with Joe here. I have literally no experience with Nightblades whatsoever, but that doesn't matter. So, dual blades. Blade Burst. Gunslinger. That's Demolitionist, Cognito. That's definitely Demolitionist, what you're talking about here. So... that's a spell cost, and that's a melee skill, so... Well. Melee dual wielding bonus... I won't be receiving any bonus if I don't dual wield. Well, thing is, I'm absolutely like addicted to ARPGs. They are like my chill out zone. So, okay. You can get 2 classes, exactly. So we get to combine something into our build at level 10. If I survive that long, if I don't mess it up horribly. But most of the time I know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, that's going better. Damage definitely went up a notch. I wanted to go for a melee build for now. I don't know where we're truly headed. I mean, we can go for a gunslinger build too. We're not limited to that. It doesn't matter which class you pick first, actually. It really doesn't matter at all. You're not limited in any way. Oh yeah, I love it. Grim Dawn is my favorite ARPG because they got that gritty atmosphere and the gameplay is really smooth and, well, for me they pull off that gritty, mature, grimdark atmosphere better than Path of Exile. Path of Exile is a little bit edgy at times. This is so dark at times that I really don't like to read the lore scraps. Sometimes I feel bad after reading the lore scraps because it's that intense and grim and dark. Diablo 4. Oh man. So I was a total addict for Diablo 2, okay? I spent more time than a human being should possibly spend with Diablo 2. And then I spent more time on top of that with mods for Diablo 2. So, and then came Diablo 3. And for me, I'm playing Diablo 3 right now, okay? Okay? Blizzard had no involvement with Diablo 3. For some reason they called it Grim Dawn. I don't know why, but that's my opinion. It was really a horrible shock for me, what they sold me for Diablo 3. I liked the story and I liked the visual makeup and everything. It was really cool. Can't argue with that. But Diablo 3 was not an ARPG like I like to play ARPGs anymore because they literally didn't give me any choices to do. They put me on a leash. I really tried to like the game. Like I gave up on Diablo 3 after like 50 to 100 hours when I played the base game. And then when the Reaper of Souls add-on was on sale, I was like, come on, let's give it a try again. And then I was hooked up for 50 or 200 hours again. And then I realized that all the legendary items tell you exactly how to skill your character. If not, you don't use the full potential of the items. And I was like, no thanks. I want to be creative on my own. If you limit that too much, I'm not enjoying my game anymore. That's that. And, well, I'm happy that I did play it for the story and for the visuals, though, because there's one thing I can't argue with. Blizzard still does insanely epic video scenes and cutscenes. They're really strong at that. Like the opposite of an RPG, well, I think they wanted to mainstream the game a little bit more. And they went over top with that. Ooh, items, augments, but we're just way too far away from that. Okay, still survival mode it is. Sadly, this is a two-handed weapon, but I gotta say, so far I'm dealing a lot of damage. So let's see how far I'll make it. I really got no clue how long I'll survive. But, you know, with this game, or generally with ARPGs, I have too many ideas what to play at once, and playing hardcore at least enables me to try out different things. Because when I don't, when I get to keep the character, I have to play dozens and dozens of hours. So. Okay, we got a couple of tonics, that's really good. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the early game damage output here. So I hope everybody had a nice day so far. My day was a little bit stressful, a little bit more stressful, because I had to do a little bit more of the kid care on the afternoon, but my wife deserves a break too. But we had a nice time after all. And then I was super mad when I was doing my Valheim tutorial today. I was really not kidding, running 20 minutes in search for a troll. I was really not finding a friggin' troll in Black Forest for 20 minutes straight. I was really thinking I was going crazy. How old my kid? He turned 3 last November. Thanks, Cock, for the good luck wishes. See you soon. Have a good night. Have a good time, man. My little boy is a little bit more than 3 years old now. And oh, I should take this seriously. Maybe we wait with this big boy here for a moment. This is possibly more than I can chew right now.
This is very personal.
Woo, thanks, man. Joe back at it. So, seems like this guy wants to have a bite from me. So what we're going to do is a little bit cheesy, but let's just. I'm not there yet. Thanks, Joe. That's number 36. So, cheers to that. Okay, we spend another point. What's the next step? Arc. Oh, we get some AOE and more damage and stun. 50. Dagger toss, no thanks. What's that? Ooh, a emergency heal. Yes, please. These things are really, really important. Okay, so I'll just 33 to go, and then what? 69, and then you will, and then you'll stop. That's all you want from me? I don't think so. Okay, so let's see, with a few more tricks up my sleeve, I still want to delay Baroque a little bit. 69 gifts. Well, let's see, Ullman's Axe, that's what I was looking for. I knew there were a few good, rare, one-handed items lying around here. They are fixed to the people living here, that lived here. That's how serious they take that storytelling. I love that. 420? Down for that. But then then you need to hit the number of the beast. You know that. After that comes the number of the beast. Just kidding. Thanks for all your appreciation, my friend. So, well, let's pick up all that stuff for now. I really need money. If we want to craft stuff later, we're going to need money. Money, money, money. But I'll be filtering out the common items now. 1337, well then, if you ever hit that point, I'm okay if you stop, okay? I'll forgive you everything after that. Oh yeah. So DPS-wise, we're really at a good spot here already. Now, Barog. It's a little greedy to go for that guy, but at the same time, well... Oh, sweet the rewards. Yeah, I can deal with that guy. But I definitely felt better with having a heal skill up my sleeve. Mountain Blade? Absolutely. Didn't find the time yet for it. One of my best friends and my dearest backers gifted me a copy for the early access for my birthday, but sadly I've had so much around my head that I didn't find the time to dive into that yet. But will do, definitely will do. Especially since it's an early access, I feel like I still have a little bit of time. I don't know. With early access games, I often like to wait out until they're close to completion. Oh dear. You did calculate that. Oh yeah. Hi, Foldus. Get back home, dude. Okay, hidden level 5 soon. Also, well, Lower Crossing and these areas are all really easy to clear first. Once I hit level 5, I really wanted to take a look at my augments. Here we go. So far, so good. But I'm gonna be really, really squishy here. Nightblades are not particularly tanky. Okay, here we go. More skill points. So, what's there? Oh yeah, I want that too. It's a debuff against enemies. Slow down and damage reduction, or no, to hit reduction on the enemies sounds good. And what do we have here? Damage. Maybe gonna unspec that later. Good thing is I can pick whatever I want right now. I won't be suffering for that because of that too much. Well, let's pick that up and invest a little bit deeper into the class. I literally have no clue yet how you're supposed to play hardcore, but I deliberately decided to not spoil myself by looking up too many guides and stuff. I want to try and do it my own way. But I'm really, really happy that it works now. So, Burial Hill. Let's head back to Devil's Crossing once to check out the augments. So what kind of damage would this build prefer? Pierce and cold. Pierce, acid and poison. Pierce, pierce and bleed. And we can definitely say it's cold, poison, and piercing damage. Okay. Phantasmal armor. These are the defensive skills. Anatomy of murder. Vitality damage, bleeding, and cold acid frost burn. So, Shadow Strike. What do we have here? A big stun, move speed bonus, poison. Okay, it's all just DPS. So what do we have here? Dual wielding technique. Okay, also enables to dual wield. Fascinating. So you could forego this whole tree just to pick up dual wielding just here. Okay, so this technique here, 5. There's a 24-second duration. I should have that basically running permanently later down the road, because it buffs my defensive skills massively. Alright, got it. Good. So far, so good. What do we have here? Polished emeralds. They're always nice. Lodestone, lightning damage, fire damage. That all sucks a bit, but I don't care. it amps up my DPS a bit, and that's all I care for right now. Well, the emeralds I want to keep for something better. Oh, we can grab some reward from Faldus. Okay. No, I can't, because I can't enter Devil's Crossing. Whoa, I'm taking so much damage. Alright. Let's see. To try and keep that skill running now. Although it's a little bit nasty to have a skill that has a cooldown but heals you and has bonuses for you. Gonna be a short run, we're going to see. I'm honestly a little bit on edge here because this guy is that squishy, but if we make it to level 10, I don't know. Question is what kind of secondary class I get to play. Alright, but that bristly fur, definitely gonna install that. I don't know. Physique. I want to wait until I have at least a rare item to install that on. Hi! Nice to meet you! So, there we go. Ow! Veteran difficulty really is a nasty thing, but I didn't want to go without veteran, because without veteran, normal difficulty is really boring. I feel like it is. I tried it several times and, you know, I like it to be on edge. Nice to have you, Bert. Hope you had a good day so far. Ow! Good lord, everything hurts so much, I really need more HP. But knowing that I will die immediately and with no return really adds a brilliant feeling into the game. It changes my decision making a lot too. Usually I would have been already in Burial Hill and trying to clear out the boss there. But now I'm like, nah, let's grind it out a bit more. I know that the enemies outside of Burial Hill are a lot less dangerous, and that boss inside there, well, not exactly that he's super dangerous, but he has a lot of HP. Well, mods? This game has mods? I only got these 2 DLCs. I never checked out if it has mods though. Ow. Ow. Oh my god, there are so many. Really need some kind of AoE. Because that is nothing I couldn't do for a longer period of time without dying. There we go. This cave is a no-no, by the way. That's immediate death. Thought so. Yeah, sure, there could be mods for that game. I mean, there's mods for literally everything these days. But, yeah. I don't plan on modding this yet. Alright, let's keep going for base points, because they increase my survivability by a lot. I'm playing Nightblade right now, yeah. For some reason I wanted to go melee, but I really like melee builds in this game. They are quite rewarding. Ooh. Yeah, well, I do have a kind of an AoE already, but really need to work on that. Okay. So, well, I think it's about time to enter Burial Hill soon. I mean, I got a lot of potions after all. Got a healing skill. And respect from the enemy. For the enemy. Well, at least Nightblade deals a hell of damage. It's crazy. Like, compared to other classes at that point, yeah, the poison comes from these insect monsters when they die. They leave that nasty little puddle there. Okay. So, there's a certain chance of me dying here. It's the first area where we have to deal with a bigger boss and ether crystals. Okay, there we go. Bang. Oh, let's go for the crystals first. Okay. Give me your XP. Well, the Nightblade is a pure DPS class. Almost, well, I wouldn't say almost no defensive skills, but the defensive skills on this class are really... I briefly checked them and I already realized that no, there's no way that I will survive with these skills alone. Oh my god. He keeps summoning so many new enemies. And my AoE sucks kinda like, so I can't ignore these ads too long. Let's sip in a potion and see how long I can face tank that guy before it goes bad. Let's take down a few ads again, especially that spitty guy back there. And let's try it again. And there goes 3 seconds. But I feel like at least I am tanky enough to keep that situation under control. Yeah, we go. Okay, good stuff. Alright, boss 1 down. Hey, Popa Bear, this is Grim Dawn. Oh, yeah, it has a similar look. Hey, Calistana, nice to meet you. Long time no see, hope you're good. I mean, not that I was too present either. So, alright, so with the boss down, we can finally enter Devil's Crossing. That's at least something. And I'm less afraid of the rest of the dungeon here. And we are... oh yeah, first devotion shrine soon. I hope it doesn't kill me. Okay, that's a bloody mess down there. But I think I want to have it nevertheless. Oh, that's why the game is that good, Yorin. Well, I am just swamped with family. Like, the little one is now the 2nd week in kindergarten and, well, we're slowly turning back to normal and putting off the stress, but I just can't say my wife and me, we never argued that much compared to the last few months. Like, the lockdown was really not good for us. Did not agree with the vision of the game. Yeah, well, that's why I feel like a few minutes ago, I think before you joined, I made a joke when I said when somebody asked how I was feeling about Diablo 4, I said jokingly that I'm playing Diablo 3 right now, and considering what you said right there, it totally makes sense. Quite a lot of mod Oh my god! Thanks! We'll definitely gonna try that out, Rusty. Because I just got I'm just starting out here, you know? I am just starting out here. So let's increase physique a little bit so I can equip that new piece of chest armor. Physique also never hurts as a melee class. Promise. Okay, but these items here, they all suck. Yeah, I know, Titan Quest, I love that stuff. I'm behind these guys for a long time, actually. I backed Titan Quest 2. I own Titan Quest and all the add-ons because, you know, like I mentioned before, I love ARPGs. Okay, Rusty, so I'll dig into that.
I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime...
Okay, Johnny.
This is very personal.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Alright, so let's quickly pick up those quests here. Yeah, for this. We will deal with you later. Let's get rid of this junk. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so hardcore and these are separated. I assumed as much. Okay, so installing some bristly fur into this thing will be definitely... I'll definitely not regret that. The good thing about Grim Dawn and ARPGs in general is that I never feel too tired to stream them and stuff like that, and I really want to put up a more regular streaming schedule because, you know, YouTube is fine and all, but I really start to like streaming more and more. Mostly because of all you fine guys out there, but, you know. Come on, give me that quest. Stop annoying me.
The captain send you, sir.
Okay, we neither got the scrap for Barnabas nor the Aether Crystals for Kasparov. Oh yeah, Dungeon Siege. Man, I really wish they would have put up a proper follow-up to Dungeon Siege 2. Because I really tried to dig it up a few weeks or months ago, and I didn't manage to deal with the visual gore. The game really looks shitty. Compared to modern standards, it's really not good anymore. But overall, well, I really enjoyed Dungeon Siege a ton. One of the best games in that genre ever. Like, yeah, me too. They had such a wonderful feeling on the game. Oh, I don't know why, but the world of the game really felt vibrant and alive for some reason. Okay, Kasparov, give me those speed. Ooh, we even receive a skill point. Awesome. So, here we go. More damage. Cooldown reduction on that one. This makes it spammable. With only 5 seconds skill recharge, I can have it running at all times and have it available when I need that burst healing. Good stuff. So, do we have here 15 armor, energy absorbed from enemy spells, energy leech retaliation. Well, it's one of those skills where I like to have 1 point of, but not much more than that. Okay. Well, to me it's a shame what happened to Path of Exile. I don't know, for some reason that game went pretty much down the gutter for me. I feel like they didn't modernize the way they should have modernized, and I barely can stand playing that game anymore. Very, very sad about that. The balance for command should not be working without Twitch Toolkit from Rimworld Mods. Kieran. Use skill one more. Yeah, Dungeon Siege 3. Oh my god, what a disappointment. I literally had no clue what it was until lately when I was like, come on, let's see what Dungeon Siege 3 was all about, because I bought that bundle literally a few years ago, and I was like, oh, that's not a game at all. Bye-bye. It was a shame. It was a very short and shameful visit. Alright. I didn't spend that much time with that thing, but, no. Some things were just not meant to be. And sequels are always a very problematic thing. I mean, literally these guys in their, behind Grim Dawn and Titan Quest, they did a pretty smart thing. They didn't go for sequels. They just continued their franchise for a long period of time and just expanded their games on and on. I wonder what their next project might be, though. I guess I could be knowing if I would want to, but... Alright. So, I'll stick with base points here for now. They make me more solid. Just stacking out HPs it should be a good early game strategy. That swamp lair back there, it has a devotion shrine. Oh, there's a quest. Okay. So I think this is Milton Hart. No, Forest the Rotted. Ah, this is from the bounty quest here. Something for nothing. Let's not stand in that goo too long. Yeah. So this breathing skill is literally the only defensive measure I found so far, apart from that weak debuff aura, which turns into a damaging spell after some time. Alright. So, let's see. Musty Tome, Hand Blunderbuss. You don't seem impressed. Alright, our one announcement up ahead. When we hit level 10, you guys get to choose the next class I play, so choose wisely. Don't screw me over too hard, please. But now I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk. Let's see. This could be already a quick end for this run, because this place is really, really, really deadly. But no. The sheer lack of AoE on this character just makes this place a no-no. I have to come back here when I got some AoE. I wanted to try it at least, you know? The temptation. But that's simply not possible. Most of my non-hardcore characters go there to die at least once. But there's more at stake this time. Oh, the Slith necklace is good. We will receive a pretty nifty ring for that later. Yeah, of course I will get AoE. That's why I delay that place right now. Yes, if I die, I die. There's no revives on hardcore. So, in ARPGs, usually the most players are used to die at some point. And it's literally one of the biggest challenges ever to survive until max level with that. Unless you go for super cheesy builds. And even with super cheesy builds, it's not a automatic success, because, you know, you still can die during the process. And, you know, I wouldn't know why to stream ARPGs. without hardcore enabled, because that slow and steady grind is fun and all for myself, but I wouldn't know how I should be entertaining you guys while grinding on a regular basis. That is, the entertainer in me needs some pressure, so that's where hardcore comes into play. So far, I'm way more resilient than I was afraid I would be. Yeah, Diablo 2 had that too. But the thing here is, what I like about Grim Dawn here is I play that game on my own hard drive and not on the internet. And that really, you know, online game hardcore, no, I won't be doing that because I have no control over my internet connection. And my internet connection can kill my character, and I don't like that kind of pressure. And it only would make me angry if the internet connection would kill my character or something like that. So when I spotted Grim Dawn, I was like, neat. I don't need that internet connection to play that. Okay. So White Maya is just no problem at all. Just slicing here through these enemies like a hot knife through butter. It's good. Respect those poisonous enemies a tad bit more. These AoEs really hurt a lot. So I skipped that dungeon there. Considering the fact that I'm even able to take down whole slip bodies without sipping a single potion. Good stuff. Okay. And I will be sipping a potion. No healing on my attacks yet, that really... Yeah, that's, that's typical, you know? Reinforced briefs. Yay, finally some boots to walk in. Poor guy, had no shoes yet. Oh my god, that's a ton of enemies. I really need new weapons. I feel like I already feel my DPS being way too low for what the game flings at me. Karma, yeah. Yeah. Needs new knives. Oh, this looks dangerous. Let's enter it. Cavern. Oh, that's the Slaver's Cavern. That's not that dangerous, actually. There are a few extra dungeons in this game which are just straight out super deadly. My weapons look pretty strong for that level. Well, most of my damage comes from my skills, actually. The weapons do really the smallest deal here. That's the thing about the Nightblade. I get extra piercing damage, I get extra physical damage, okay, only 12% chance, I get poison damage. You see, these extra bonuses, they really rack up pretty fast, and my weapons are pretty weak, actually. The weapons are only level 5 weapons. Oh well, okay, level 5 rare weapons, that's okay for that point of the game, actually. Gotta put that into perspective, I guess. Early game characters just never have that kind of super strong DPS in that game. Right. One step closer. So, what do we have here? An extra thing. The new usage chance. Good stuff. And here we get defensive ability and complete avoidance chance and entrapment duration reduction. This breathing technique is definitely something I'll max out, because I already know that this will come in handy. And this looks like the strongest piece of skill I can acquire for a melee-oriented playstyle on this character. It's your choice, guys. I'll try to do the best out of that. Because you know me, I'm no min-maxer. I'm here for the fun. Even if it sucks, I don't care. I really want to go into these runs with a fun, relaxed, experimental attitude. Shaman for the bleed damage? Yeah, well, Shaman is so tanky. Like, with Shaman I would have so many extra tankiness options. So if you want to make my life a lot easier, you pick me Shaman. There are no bad decisions. That's the wonderful thing about this game. Every combination can make sense to some degree. That's why I leave it to you. Because I always have a super hard time deciding what to play in this game. Didn't really know the classes. Necromancers. Oh, don't you think wrongly. Necromancers are pretty tanky. They also feature a pretty strong melee branch. They are pretty strong around the life leech department, and therefore you can rack up a nice amount of life leech, and they got skills which amp up your max HP very, very decently as well. I know that because my offline character is a Shaman Necromancer combo, therefore it's exactly the two classes I happen to play a lot lately, so I do know a little bit here. I need AoE! This is so annoying to deal with them like that, but early game shenanigans. I see, I didn't play around with Bleeding Swarm yet, because I had no damage over time build. My build was around lightning and stun, and two-handed weapons. The damage over time aspect was only a little bit of an icing on the cake there. So many sliths. But I do survive quite decently here. Way better than I anticipated. Oh, we got the scrap for Barnabas. Awesome. But I'll stay here until I find the next rift gate. I see. So minus resistances are, of course, very, very powerful. Alrighty. So, by the way, to all the new faces here, I plan to stream this as often as possible, so expect me more often at this time of the day here. Really want to hit level 10 as soon as possible. It's gonna be our first little breakpoint there. Ow. I didn't expect to get out to end out that tanky early on. Well, tanky, but my DPS ain't that good either. I'm not happy with the speed I kill stuff, but early on it's pretty hard to bring up a decent speed. This is already quite good, I guess. Considering this is veteran after all. So, health. Hell yeah. This is probably one sash I'll keep for quite some time. More HP is good for me. Basic rule of conduct. ARPG wisdom. If you can stack HP, stack HP. Okay. got those. Well, I wonder if I will look better now at this other place, but no. Probably after I hit level 10. Sacrificial knife. Oh, well, it's weaker than mine. And there goes the next Slith encampment. At least those secondary attacks trigger now a little bit more often, but bigger champions of them. Ooh, that's a little more dangerous. Bigger champions of them are still a little bit more complicated for me. I need to get the back into the back line. Spellcasters. They die fast and they do a lot of damage. Frontliners, they don't die fast, and most of the time they only deal moderate damage. There we go. Oh, another green item I can't use. So, snake army behind me, and it's class selection time, so... let's see. Let's see what you guys will pick for me. Ooh, magic amulet with health regen and stun duration reduction. Ain't that bad either. Where did it go? Here. And we can enhance that. Oh no, the frozen heart is only for rings. Too bad. Alright. Should be up ahead for the for the next rift gate there. Yeah, there it is. Oh. My friends, the ethereals, are saying nope. Oh dear, they're dying slowly. There we go. That's just the beginning. That's why I say my weapons are not strong enough. Or these guys are just massive, I don't know. Oh, one more go. Take down the small ones again first if I can. Here. Oh my god. More of them. And my health pots are... it's the green bar right of the health. That's my energy, which I use for skills, but right now I'm basically not using any skills whatsoever. Just enhanced basic attacks. So far I skilled pretty much only basic attack enhances, and one skill that allows me to heal myself and buff myself a little bit. Okay. Oof. So, secondary class picking time, friends. So, okay, if you want to run through, just tell me. I guess the Oathkeeper would be the only real troll pick here, because they rely so much on shields that it would be pretty horrible to play one. Yeah, Oathkeeper came with one of the... I think Necromancer came with Ashes of Malmouth, and the Oathkeeper came with the Fallen Gods, I don't know. I think that was like this. Probably. Can't say though. Well, Inquisitor is more of a ranged class. I think they don't have too many augments that work with melee classes. Let's see. They do use spells via artifacts, and they can place down explosive runes and stuff like that, but they are almost not about melee at all. Well, I think the Inquisitor should be awesome for any ranged auto-attack build, because I feel like those extra bullets they can learn here, they really sound powerful. I want to try that out one day, but not today, I guess. My personal favorites would be Shaman, Necromancer, or Soldier, or Demolitionist. Ah, come on, everybody. I can't use everybody here, basically. I didn't expect you guys to be that shy. Demolitionist? Okay, let's do this. They got Fire Strike, so we would be using an odd combo, but what gives? Let's do this. What can go wrong? So, our new class is Saboteur, because the real fun thing is that every combo gets its own name. So, let's check out what we can do here. So, Fire Strike would be combust the air around the enemy, so I can use that to go for my... Yeah, I know, Hyoron. I do know that. But I really do like to experiment with this, and, well, it might be very... I think it will just splat at some point, but we'll have some fun with it until then. So Flame Touched and Fire Strike should be really awesome together. Let's see if there's any of those. There's no statement here that it needs to be a ranged attack. Requires a two-handed melee or requires a one-handed melee weapon, so we can here go for these. Lightning damage, fire damage. Me neither, Hyoron. Me neither. Me neither. But honestly, I didn't expect to live long if I let you guys decide what to play. But I really like to go with bad odds, so... Alright, let's clear out the trapdoor. The thing is, I really like to do things that I don't usually do. Good night, Joe. So thanks so much for joining me again, and I hope you have a good night. See you soon. So I really don't feel stronger at this point. Not at all. But we're gonna get there, I guess. Of course it will. What's the worst that can happen? I'll just die and try it again. So, oh my god. These things still take forever to die. Well, I think I need to pick up as many survivability nodes via astrology as possible. Ow. Damn eyeballs zapping me. Okay. So I get to play the most squishy combo I have ever played in my first hardcore run. Love it. There we go. You don't zap me, corruption. Not this time. Nifty sidesteps. Alright, I'm just grinding out this area as complete as possible because the sooner I overlevel these guys, the better. Although it's gonna be hard to overlevel these areas. If you don't redo the game forcibly in some areas, you're not overleveling at all. Even if you clear out everything completely. I tried it. You don't. Glacial hide cap of prowess. Well, why not? The real bad thing about this build is that I'm combining too many different damage types, and this makes it really, really hard to arrange your equipment really effectively, but that doesn't matter. Maybe something funny happens I haven't thought about yet. Well, mainly fire damage? No. We're going to be a wild mix of fire damage, cold damage, poison damage, piercing damage. Yeah, that's the damage types. I mean, it's good and bad at the same time. It's hard to specialize, but basically a lot of random gear will buff my damage because I'm that widespread. So usually I like to focus more. But physical is a common denominator, yeah. But I don't have the experience with that game to truly say this is a horrible or a really good decision. I can only say the tankier your builds get, the safer they are to play in a hardcore environment. That's all. A lot of people tend to play very careful in hardcore environments to just not die at all. And if I really would like to hit level 100, I would do the same, of course. So if I really ever want to go try hard on this whole topic, that's what I would do. So the fur-lined cap of destruction, fire damage, lightning damage, bonus to explosive strike, but most importantly, it has elemental resistance and more armor rating. There we go. The most nasty thing later will be to acquire resistances according to my situations. I'm afraid I will actually have to collect extra suites of gears to shift my resistances accordingly, because I have no clue how to survive Chthonians without extra vitality and life drain resistances and chaos resistances. I have no clue how to survive ethereals without extra ether resistance, and so on. I kept studying the things that killed me a lot before I went onto the first stream here. Oh, this is not good. Getting cornered here. And I really realized that the resistance game is one of the most common death scenarios of mine, so definitely gonna work hard on that. And this will make itemization a lot more complicated than I'm used to, but I don't know. We're going to see. Just a few things I already thought about a lot here. So, Silver Amulet of Vitality. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Resistance is on it, and there's also max health. I always love max health items. We're already on 1.2k. That's a good thing. The more max health, the better. Okay. Ooh, so much damage. But yeah, I really noticed that damage-wise, there was a slight improvement here, especially with 2 more extra points on Fire Strike. Exactly. Early on, the resistances are not that important, but they do become quite important already before you hit the first boss. Like, even before you hit Warden Creek, you should have a decent ether resistance, or there are things that can't just splat you on the way there. Not to mention Warden Creek himself, who deals massive amounts of ethereal damage, so... Let's see. Oh yeah, that's the explosive strike. I need to go there. It'll also increase my base stats again. That's very desirable, but the explosive strike will make a pretty interesting thing. I think I will have a lot of splash AoE while attacking. It should be fun. It should be fun. So, another two-handed weapon. Not for me, not for me. I really hope I will find some more beautiful weapon again as soon as possible, because that really looks gross here. Weaponry looks disgusting. You characters only seem to die from big physical blows. Well, kinda like. My characters often die from a combination from a big physical blow and some odd extra AoE damage field, or some big chaos hit, or some big nasty poison damage under my feet. It's always something like that involved to a big splat. Oh my god. Those Vanguard guys still take a lot of time to be slain. But apart from that, we're doing quite good. Mad Queen? Which one you're talking about? I didn't complete the Ashes of Malmouth DLC yet, so if it's from there, I don't know it yet. Insect Queen, hidden boss. You mean that one in the vicinity of Homestead? And the Demolitionist? Or is it entirely different boss? I do know of one pretty insane Insect Queen boss in the vicinity of Farmstead, which just keeps splatting my characters notoriously. Okay, and there's another one. Yeah, why not? This game has a lot of hidden stuff going on. And I really realized that I prefer a handcrafted world over the endless procedural generated world in ARPGs at this point. I really do like these handcrafted worlds, and they do have a lot of decent mutators in this game too. Okay, there's gonna be a big boss here, I know that already. Let's just hope we're able to deal with that one. Alright, now let's get Glyph under my feet. So, 17k, oh my god. That's a lot of meat to grind down. But looks like I'm good. Yeah. I'm even able to face tank that thing with my breathing technique alone. So, Rashalga, the Mad Queen. Can't truly say that I remember that one.
I can't do that yet.
Where's that thing located, Bjorn? And explain to me why it is so deadly, please. I'm curious now. I mean, I don't have much to do here except for just holding down the button. If you encountered her, I'm sure you remembered. Okay.
That skill's not ready.
Devouring Nova, 4 meter radius, Vitality Life. Wait a second, I have to read that. Veloth is dead. Die already, you filthy slith. So, Devouring Nova, 4 meter radius, vitality damage, life leech. Minus 24 to 54% to all resistances. Oh my god, that sucks. That just sucks so terribly hard. Everything that strips you your defenses is really, really nasty. Alright, we didn't find anything particularly desirable here. Okay. But my kill speed might not be pleasing me, but we did quite well here, so let's head back home. Ah, Ashes of Malmoth. That would explain. Like I said, I didn't find time yet to play that through. I did finish the Fallen Gods add-on lately, but I didn't finish the Ashes of Malmoth yet. That's going to be the next thing I do when I don't stream or something like that.
See what's left of my wares.
So let's sell off these things. Mutiny. Nah. Not gonna keep that one. Not gonna keep that one either. Or those.
Put it to good use.
Okay then. Now, bourbon wants my attention.
Good, one of my scouts came back with you've proof. Follow the...
Blah. I think that's all. How much money I got? 6.5 grand. Well, I was just starting out with the Ashes of Malmoth the other day. I dived into the Fallen Gods expansion when I was too tired of the base game content, because I remembered that stuff quite well at that point, and then I was like, ah well, let's do that little side quest there. Really enjoyed that one. It's so good. TLDR, it's that good. I really had a lot of fun with that one. Just a few enemies there that were just straight out gross, but that's part of these games, I guess. Oh, I need to go the other way. Well, let's take down that camp. But I think there's these Slith necklace traders right next there. They'll give me a quite useful item there. I don't know, I thought it was 100. As far as I know, level 100 is the new level cap. I've seen several video titles on YouTube that depicted level 100 characters, so I assume that's going to be the max level right now. Looking forward to the next AoE damage upgrade, and then I really need to start thinking about which skills I'll amp up first, because it's time to stop the widespread skilling. Here we go. That ring ain't that bad to begin with. It has some energy regeneration, has some nice resistances, but most importantly, I can pluck in a frozen heart on that and achieve some more bonus HP. Well, who doesn't, you know? I think the higher your level gets, the harder the death penalty strikes, though. At least when you're not playing hardcore, that is. I really need to take care of these shaman in the back line thoughts. so much. Okay. Food ration out of a slith refuse. That's what I would eat at any point of the day. Not. Okay. So far, so good. Jeez. Okay, now... Oh no, it's behind level 10. Oh dang. Well, to level 10 we go. It's not like I will hate myself for solid base stats later. Even though my kill speed right now ain't the best, but it's not the worst either. It's probably a human beetle. Well, if this guy doesn't complain, I won't complain. So, oh yeah, this cow. This is also a good one. So, it's a ton of enemies here. I've got 9 more potions. Let's kite them a sec. No need to deplete my health bar like that. Times are grim, no time to complain. Come on, I'm a Rimworld player. You need more than that to shock me. But honestly, those lore fragments in the game, they really made me feel bad several times. Like, what's your worst lore scrap that you remember? Let's play a funny little game. Which lore sequence made you horrified most? Woo! They hurt a ton. So this one, defensive ability reduction. Okay. That's why they hit me that much. Okay, here we go. Prisoners' records. Okay. You mean those from Burwich prisons, or which one? I remember those being really unsettling, yeah. From the lab experiments. Oh yeah, that's some really dense stuff. That's true. That's definitely true. For me, it was that friggin' diary of these people turning slowly into ghouls and keeping a record of that. You find these diaries in the icy environment on the way to the end game. That really freaked me out. I don't know why, but for some reason it stuck with me. So, a green suit of armor. Well, doesn't have more armor rating. Damn, I really want to play this time. Well, okay. Let's kill myself. First up, guiding these guys outside is very important. Ow, they hurt a lot. Okay, I need to kite them. I need to kite that more. That Bloodclaw guy is possibly the most dangerous fella, but first I want to get rid of some of those smaller guys too. Ow, I don't want to stand in that puddle. The thing is, these altars, they yield so juicy rewards, if you manage to survive it, that is. But I'm quite positive. Yeah. Okay, like that. Alright, so... that's better. all on his own, he ain't talking that big anymore. Well, Russi, the game is definitely worth the money.
That skill's not ready.
Amazingly enough, Titan Quest is totally worth playing as well, until this very day. Even though it is really old by now. So, Thunderstruck Steel Treads. I'll take those. Might be nothing on these stats that I really like, but they are still a lot better than the stuff I had here before. So... thanks for the follow, my friend. And welcome. Alright. So let's slowly work towards that thing. There's still so many enemies up there. Probably gonna clear out the Rift Towns first. Is it on sale often? I don't know. The thing is, I own that game since quite some time, so you don't see the sales anymore, so probably the wrong person to ask. But there is a website where you can look these kind of things up. Don't know what's it called though.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, we did it. We only need to take care of Scar Snout, the cannibal now. Dear lord, that thing is tanky. I really need more DPS. Oh, this guy has some self-healing skills too. Let me see, that's why.
That skill's not ready.
So, considering the thing about the sale, Russi, I'd say it all depends on your what's it called again? Impatience. Come on, die! Man, I need better weapons.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, that's true. Well, this game has a pretty fair pricing as well. Oof. Okay, we did it. So that's the kind of reward I like to see. So many green items. This will help me a lot. Okay, Witch Stalker. Recipe won't help a lot. Fleshbound Tomb, we don't use offhands. Rare gloves, definitely better than common gloves. Stormcaller's Circlet. Extra cold damage. Spirit, definitely better than what I got now, but not available yet. Well, nope. Definitely a keeper. Claw Fetish. Ooh. Ooh, look at that beauty. Extra damage, extra health, extra attack speed. That one's a keeper. At least for now. Amps up my DPS a tad bit more. Very good. Just what I needed. For that money, it gives a lot of content though. Even without the DLC, you're in for a treat. And like I said, the storytelling is very solid, and there's a lot, like Huron says, there's a lot of content in it, even without the DLC. Oh my god, we need more DPS. What we getting done?
Skill's not ready.
I keep thinking that about every character I start in this game. And then all of a sudden, their damage explodes at some point. Yeah, Huron, I totally agree with you. The lore of this game is so well written, and it's basically like reading a well-written novel right next to playing an ARPG. And this is really cool. Yeah, if you don't mind the really dark atmosphere, that's true. Some of these things are really not easy to stomach, so... That's definitely true. But if you're down, if you do like that kind of dark stuff, it's really awesome. Leather vestment of decay. Well, infantry embraces of rules. I'm not too interested in any of those. Level 13. I really need to sit back there for a sec once these guys are down, because I feel like if I paid attention correctly, I should now have access to the next upgrade of my Fire Blast attack. Let's rack that up. Oh man, they decimate me that quickly. Solid enemies, gotta say. Alright, now let's fall back for a moment. So yeah, one more level to go, but then Explosive Strike is finally there. Yeah, the bleeding damage, exactly. It counters my health regeneration I would receive from my breathing technique spell. And therefore my healing lowers dramatically. Okay. One more level, and then the DPS should increase. But I feel like it's okay to play it out like this. I want to survive after all. Oh, there's a chest. Okay, here we go. Slowly the increase of damage is noticeable though. Slowly. These slith, they took me longer a moment ago. No, I have no... I didn't know what I would be playing, Bjorn, so... I really had no chance of looking up any. But I guess if I can, I will pick up Behemoth again. Because Behemoth is always one of my go-to thingies. Extra HP never hurts. But on top... past that, no idea yet. I planned to rack up a few points and then take a look-see. Can do that together in a moment. Because I guess this combination has definitely survived long enough to deserve our further attention. Yeah, I know it depends on the main damage, but since I'm that widespread on damage, it's going to be really hard. Usually it's a lot easier, fire damage with torch, exactly. Usually it's a lot easier to decide which constellations you want to pick up. Right now for my ritualist, I'm aiming for the Ultus formation, which is just the biggest lightning node you can get. So all my preparations flow into that direction. It is quite simple this way, but with our scenario, well, I am a dual wielding damage person. Let's see what I can do out of that. But first we need to acquire some steady source of AoE. That's now more important than anything else, I'd say. Also, we are able to filter out magic items at this point. I won't be using any yellow items anymore, so they can go. And I don't want to have them that desperately for the money. So ether crystals first, and then these fire dudes. There we go. soon as I have the explosive attack thingy, I could try another attempt on the sewage tunnel there. That should work then. Crits could be possibly a thing, because I will end up with a lot of attack speed. Portals make money. Portals make money runs fast and easy though. Can never have enough scraps. Yeah, that's true. But I don't like to have to teleport that often. I made the experience if I just collect the green and the blue stuff, I end up with more than enough money. And you end up with more than enough loot as well. So there's another shrine that is ready to kill me. Looking forward to it. Probably would like to wait until I hit level 14 though to have a little bit more AoE here in that scenario. Because it should be quite awesome if my maiden attacks just have some splash AoE effect. Should solve a lot of my problems there. Yeah, I know, the blacksmith stuff is really, really expensive. Oh yeah, there's Molten Heart. It's gonna be one more quest done. So anybody knows if the recipes I collect on softcore go over into hardcore, or do I need to recollect all recipes in hardcore another time? That's my job, Joran. That's my job. Inspiring you guys and showing you what you like, some games you would like to play or something like that. I'm always happy to read stuff like that. Because good games deserve their attention and their time. And since I'm usually playing that many strategical games where you have to think ahead a lot, and here the theorycraft is enough thinking ahead for my taste. The rest is just some playing on instinct, and that really feels good. Okay. Well, I think I will take this helmet here for now. Or do I? Well, let's see. No, I won't be. I don't end up stronger with that. But let's head back home for a sec here and get that quest done. So, Sybil Heart. Here, exactly. Wonderful. That's the kind of trinket I like to see. Where did it go to? Hello? I'm blind, am I? Ah, no, here, it's an amulet. Ah, I was looking for a ring. No! This is not as good as the thing I got already. Dang.
I'll give you a good price.
Always have a character in mind when I start with a clear... Yeah, well... Yeah, definitely not me. So let's see if there's any ring I would like to acquire here. Poison damage, health regen, attack speed. Health regen, cunning, energy, ether damage. Let's take that one for now. Rather have something over nothing. Especially because of the frozen hearts I have already in my pocket here. Okay, back we go. Alacrity, yeah. Attack speed is basically something my class is thriving on. As long as I'm attacking, I'm alive. Julius the Decayed. Well, I can't solely focus that guy right now. We need to take down the minions first. Yeah, it might be only 5%, but you notice these 5% really.
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, exactly. Dual wielders enjoy attack speed, but I made the experience that there's basically no melee or auto attack orient build that doesn't enjoy attack speed. It's like attack speed is like fuel for any attack based build. They all love it. Regardless if you're using slow weapons, you love it because it makes your slow weapon a lot less slow. If you use fast weapons, it makes your crit rate higher and okay. So it turns out I don't see too many chances of hitting level 14 without backtracking to that altar. Very skill reliant two-hand users, yeah. Yeah, if you don't go for, like I said, if you don't go for auto attacks, that would be the other exception. Sometimes you use those weapons as a catalyst because you want their damage stat or something like that, because it gets counted into your spells. Stuff like this. Probably soldier only. Well, I haven't played much soldier. From all the classes the game has to offer, I've probably played the soldier and the Nightblade and the Arcanist the least. The other classes I all played at least around something into the level 40 to 50s. Skill deal X amount of weapon damage. Yeah, exactly. Exactly these kind of things. Okay. 3 champions. But it's so worth it, because not only do you receive a lot of gear, you also receive a lot of experience out of these things. But we need to kite them as far from each other as possible. So 2 bosses at once merging into it, the third one is joining into. Take down a few of the critters here. And I'll try to focus at least into one of those bosses. But this is a very, very risky thing to do right now. Always need to fall back as quick as possible before they can stack too much stuff on me. Definitely avoid to attack the other bosses for now. I want to get rid of one of them at a time. There we go. So this is one nasty situation. But at least that Ripper guy is now gone. Lightning Rod. One-handed sword. Ooh, can I already wield that? No. Don't have to. But that's gonna be something I'm looking forward to. And that's why I keep doing these things. So, let's take down. Hard to tell how many of those, most of them are just summoned minions. Let's see how good my AoE is working already. Looking good so far. I'm slowly getting surrounded though. This is a little bit troubling, but Just like I thought, the most of these guys were just... basically all of them are sick. Yeah, healing on hit is awesome. The only problem there is you can't get one shot by big strikes. So you always want to increase your max HP and your armor stats as much as possible. But even then, your biggest fear is getting immobilized and squished. So, let's check this out. The lightning rod. Ah, savagery. Let's see, shaman item originally, but that's okay. This will help us a lot. Looking forward to that. Grenado. Oh man, I had such good times with my grenados. Alright, quilted coat of Olduin's flame. Not really that much better. No. 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 No.
My inventory is full.
Oh. Let's go and sell some. Okay. We actually do survive here right now quite well. There we go. So, Stormcall is circlet. Not really a benefit for me. Yes, flashbangs should do that too. As far as I remember, you're right. That one time I played a Demolitionist, I played him mostly on the spellcast heavy branch. Really fun. Oh, wait a sec. I'm now eligible to learn this spell. Oh, that's so good. But seriously, can we disable the cam shake? Because I can't play that game anymore if I keep this kind of camera shake the whole time. Okay, that's so helpful. Now I can focus more into the single target damage for now. Probably also into some survivability. Oh, bristly fur. That stuff is so desirable in the early game. Oh, finally! Reliable AoE. Sort of. Area is a little bit small, but, you know. Oh, this is dangerous. That fire dude deals a lot of damage. The poison fella's dropping down AoE fields under my feet. It's a pretty nasty combination. Yeah, that's a lot of damage over time here. Arcanist, Demolitionist. Sounds like a fun combo. But this ain't bad either so far. I really try and do my best to stack out on HP as massively as possible, because I feel like that's the only hope I see in not losing this character anytime too soon. Oh yeah, the cellar here. Oh, but that's so much better now. That's so much better now. Finally feel like a hero. So here we go. That's that. That's this, and you're good to go. We only acquired the location of a secret stash there. The cultists' orders. Oh my god, don't get me started about those friggin' cultists. There's this village called Darkvale. There are some of the most messed up lore scriptlets to be found there. They got that sick bathhouse there. Pretty sure you should remember. Alright, but that's, seriously, finally taking down these guys like that helps me a lot. It's also the first boss that is considered dangerous. Which one? We're talking about now. If it's considered dangerous, I want to know. Alright, so I wanted to check out the old dump. You mean that guy guarding the entrance of that weird fortress there between... I think I can vaguely remember that there was some cultist boss there that really kicked my butt there. Okay, the old dump. Let's try it out. Yeah, purple name. I remember. In an unpleasant way. Okay, let's see if I survive that here. Ah, they got a lower... Haha, their level is low now. Haha! Okay, I don't care. So I must have set their level when I entered that thing later, a moment ago, but... The nasty thing here is I can still pretty easily die here. This is always the first place where my characters tend to die. This boss is even on level 11 quite nasty.
Can't do that yet.
There we go. And I don't mind at all. Oh, there was no devotion shrine here. I had this incorrect in my head. Well, it's like we already noticed, the combination of stripping resistances while dealing insane amounts of damage is always nasty. So what do we have here? Poisoned Tail of Corrosion. Awesome. Belgothian's Shears, that's... Is that something I got here? Oh my god. So... I got Searing Embers on this. I should not have Searing Embers on this. We're going to put this here. Wonderful. So, let's exchange that. This could be a decent upgrade, actually. That thing just adds 1,400 poison damage on one of my skills. That sounds crazy. Alright. Let's try out our new toy. But first, let me find Isaac's hidden stash. Oh, and Harmond. I want to return to Harmond first. He gives me a new quest. Severed Claw. Let's see. I think I only got the chipped claw, or did you mean that one? Yeah, I need the blacksmith for that. But at least I didn't die just in the beginning. I'm quite happy. So I need something with more HP to try that new weapon. These enemies here, I really dislike them a lot. Dang. Oh, look at that AoE, finally. That's a good start. That's Isaac's stash. Almost every time I play this game, I receive my first rare shoulders at this spot. And they are not bad at all. Okay. Let's keep that, install some bristly fur, and keep going. Oh well, I'll take the shortcut. Since I'm running to the portal anyways, might as well teleport to the portal. Alright. Stash of that dying guy? Yeah, exactly. But you need to talk to him first in the cellar before you can find that thing, sadly. Alright. But that's all looking quite promising. What I really need now is some sort of life leech or some sort of sustain. Exactly, the Isaac spoilers. It's just like I never had found some better shoulders before I plundered that stash on any of my characters. It's like always the best shoulders I had found until that very moment of the game. But shoulder pieces are quite rare after all, I guess. God, give me those slits. Juicy. That's really good. Okay, wonderful. I think this was one of the cooler dungeons here. Cavern. There's a lot of toxic enemies behind me. Oh no, that's going bad. Let's take care of the toxics first. We triggered the big bad boss of this realm a little bit early. I hope I'll be fine with that. Seems I do. So, survival is so far no problem at all. But we are just at the beginning. Yet still, I feel like I did a solid job in this character so far. It's just that these boss fights just feel a little bit too lengthy. Hooray, it's dead. Putrid Necklace of Mending. 186 health. Yeah, that's mine. These extra stats there might be not good at all, but who cares? To be honest, the only thing I'm not mad about is the spread of damage types. Yeah, well, I think it might be not that much of a problem at all, because it makes me only more versatile. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. But the survivability of this build will be really, really hard to maintain. Yeah, I know. I really want to try to gather as much survivability as possible through the devotions, because I feel like that might be a bit of a workaround, that my primary classes don't offer too much survivability to begin with. I'm not sure how good that'll go though, but I do know that there are really some awesome choices among the zodiacs, or whatever they're called. It means that your bonus damage and gear will only count for X skills and multiple resist. To reduce the pain, yeah, that's true. Well, gotta say, if I reached the point where I got to worry about these things with that build, I'm actually very, very proud of myself, because I managed to do that with my first character in hardcore then. Let's see if I can ever get that far. I highly doubt it. But so far, yeah, the explosive attack really changed a lot for me. That splash is so valuable. Yeah, well, what can I say, Hyorin? We're going to see what we can do with that. Level 15, here I go. So, what are we going to pick? %, chance to be used. This is always active. This is also only a chance to be used skill. This is increasing the radius of the skill. Okay, I'm going to stick with that for now. Grenado scales on physical damage. That's true. That's true. Well, I chose that situation here also because I wanted that kind of challenge to try and make something work. Maybe a little bit nosy of me, but oh no. As long as I enjoy my nosiness, there's nothing to complain about. Yeah, that's better. The radius increase is really important. I need more spread on that AoE. And also it does increase the raw damage here as well. That's good. I really didn't expect to find something in that trash tunnel there, which ends up as a better weapon than I'm using right now. Here I am. Yet another large slip encampment. That's a lot better now. Right. So I'd say we took the first challenge here. Garn the pack hunter. Oh dear. These guys want to ruin my day. This is a truly nasty combo. But at the same time, they are oh so bountiful. I would be able to add some sustain into that whole situation here. I feel like I could be already pretty well off. Fire physical type gears decently represented in this game. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I noticed that already. But there's a decent supply of pretty much any type of gear you might want. So, do the graves. Get back home, yeah. Yeah, the survivability is totally awesome. I didn't expect that. But, well, let's not be happy too early. I just pumped a lot into base stats, and that makes you pretty beefy pretty quickly, you know. Ah, Burwitch. If I'm able to pull that same stunt off in front of Warden Creek, I'll be very, very happy here. But we probably won't hit that point tonight. So, let's head back to Devil's Crossing, and what I really want to do now is check out my devotions. So I got 3 points of devotion available, so let's see. I want to get back into the outside areas. So, Dying God, what do we have here? Vitality and chaos damage, no. Yugol. Acid, vitality damage. Cold and acid damage. No. Ulzuin's torch, that's definitely. Fire. Even featuring chaos resistance, that's pretty decent. Burning damage, burning damage. Meteor shower, chance on attack. Abomination, poison, and vitality damage. Line Sage, fire damage. Well, I'll take a look on that in a lengthier session, but not now. It's pretty hard to settle with something when my profile is all over the place, you know. But I guess I'll be able to deal with that at some point. So the Flooded Passage will be the last thing I'll do for tonight, and then I'm going to turn off the stream for today. I feel like we did a decent piece of progress And there is a decent chance of me repeating that quite soon. Don't want to say tomorrow already, but there's a decent chance. Probably going to stream something different tomorrow, I don't know yet, but we'll see. Wow. But that's really no comparison to where we started. Right now I'm finally able to just dive into enemy squads and just demolish them with my splash damage. That's a good spot to be at. Sacrificial Knife of Corrosion. Thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. So we don't seem to need to slow down to grind somewhere at this point, luckily. That's good. Quite happy about that. Savage Totem. Let's clear out the vicinity first. Oh, beasts don't like me anymore. I didn't like them to begin with. Okay. Alright. That's a good sign. Berserker's Call. Oh, I remember that one. Oh, even a plus to dual blades. Dual blades was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, awesome. So, but the damage overall gets lowered by this? Well, interesting. Won't be using it then. Probably going to end up with a lot of cunning. Both Nightblade and Demo are cunning-based classes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Cunning ends me with a lot of bonus damages. Yeah. I think I might be really just stacking up defensive stats like crazy on all manner of points wherever I can. Gold Band of Vitality. Well, there's no alacrity on it, but there's an innate health bonus. So I'm gonna replace the slith thingy there. I'm gonna throw that away. I'm gonna sell that properly. Heat to shield. We don't go for these. Elemental damage. No, I'm still waiting for the chest damage, chest piece with HP stats, because I won't be wearing anything which doesn't give me any HP, you know. Yeah, crit. Crit might be actually a good way to go. I really want to think about the possible devotion builds here a little bit. I'm open for ideas, but I don't really think that I will overdo the damage portion there too much, because I feel like damage-wise I should be quite good already. Rather could look for something like Wendigo as well. Wendigo has some insane life draining and life leeching skills, but the damage bonus is... Oh, well, we're going to look into that. Oh my god, it's slaughtering them. Alright, I probably could invest some more skill points now into some defensive stuff. Maybe that breathing technique could use a few more skill points. honestly, I feel like my damage is at a good spot right now. Explosive strike was pretty much all it needed for me to get past that initial problem point there. I mean, my power level has risen to a point where I'm concerned about the fact that I'm going to be reckless because I'm too successful. Yay, level 16. So let's see, that breathing technique thingy, we definitely want to have the shadow dance. And here, what does increase? Health, regen, total speed as well. Yeah, we go for these for now. First time I died was to a damage reflecting boss. Oops. Yeah, these are quite nasty. Well, I did learn with ARPGs, in my opinion, whenever the damage is high enough to kill stuff, it's worth investing into defensive stats again. And then amp up your damage again if necessary. But survivability is key. Don't know if that really applies to Grim Dawn as well, but we're going to put it to a test. Still wondering where I should be putting my attribute points. Keep holding them back because I really don't know where. For Grim Dawn, this is even more true. Well, I learned that art of stacking up your defenses in Path of Exile. And I even became quite successful in Path of Exile. I created several characters which, well, would have been possible to grind level 99 with, but I don't know. I just went too bored with that because it didn't feel like fun anymore. Good. So, time to face the first big boss here in the stone elemental boss here in the caves, basically. And then I'm going to be off to sleep, and I'm really grateful for all you fine folks hanging around here. And next episode, or well, next stream, I hope I'll make it tomorrow. If not, then sometime soon during the week. Then we're going to explode this character. I'm pretty sure I'm going to kill him tomorrow, or the next time, whatever will happen next. Heavy pants. I should say goodbye to the thought that I can wear heavy armor. At this point. There are nodes which make it easier, but let's see how I want to invest. I mean, extra physique points will give me extra HP, so
I can't do that yet.
not the worst either. Yeah, the healing amount on the breathing technique now is a lot more. No issue at all. There we go. Bye-bye. So, everybody watching here, I wish you all a good night, or whatever time of the day it is at your place. Thanks for watching, and like I said, tomorrow or during the week, more of this. And yeah, have a fine time. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.